Welcome back once again to your YouTube channel ENC Mate. Here we go for analyzing the important questions and answers from the section of read and respond, think and respond, and various activities, textual as well as extended activities mainly meant for improving your language skills, especially in the field of writing and thinking. The first question: how, according to the legend, did the warriors of Kadavu save themselves a long journey by sea? So while I was teaching the legend, the answer is in the first paragraph of the legend, and I have asked the learners to underline. The warriors of Kadavu saved themselves a long journey by sea by sliding their canoes on rollers up over the narrow neck of land to save the long journey around the east and west of Kadavu Island. Question number 2. The turtles will not rise to the surface of the bay if any member of the nearby village of Nabukkalevu is present there. What could be the reason? So that means even any member of the Nabukkalevu village is present. That means turtles do not rise to the surface of the bay because these members of Nabukkale village are rivals to the Namuana village, because these turtles are the descendants of the two maidens or two women from Namuana village. They turned into turtles. The fishermen of Nabukkalevu took away a very lovely princess called Tinaikoboga, the wife of the chief of Namuana village, and her charming daughter Raudalis. These two women saved themselves by turning into turtles, whose descendants now live in the bay. The people of Namuana and Nabukkalevu are great rivals. Rivals means enemies. Hence, the turtles will not rise to the surface of the bay if any member of the Nabukkalevu is present during the turtle calling ritual by the Namuana maidens, unmarried women. Question number 3. Are all rituals strange? Why? Rituals means here in the Fijian legend. So, turtle calling is a strange ritual. So, this is a common question based on the individual answer. Yes. All the rituals, not are the rituals, all the rituals. A-L-L. All the rituals. All the rituals. Not are the rituals, all the rituals. All the rituals are strange because some impossible things are described. People go on adding things to the original story according to their imagination, as those rituals are passed from generation to generation. Question number 4. Comment on the opening sentence of the legend. The opening sentence is the typical way of starting a story. Here the syntax, the order or the arrangement of words, that is called a syntax, is also changed. It says, many, many years ago lived a very lovely princess called Tinaikoboga. The verb here comes before the subject. That means it's a particular arrangement or ordering of sentences in this legend. Question number 5. What happens to the two women? WOMEN, women. Two means woman singular. Two means more than one. So WOMEN. The two women when they go fishing. When they go fishing. When the two women go fishing, they were captured by the fishermen from the neighboring village, Nabukkalevu. Their hands, means these two women's hands and feet were tied and thrown into the hold of the canoe of the fishermen. As the women are taken away, a storm rises in the sea and the canoe is in danger of drowning, going under the water. The women turned into turtles and were thrown into the sea by the fishermen. The belief is that the turtles that live in Kadavu Bay are the descendants, means followers of these two women. Question number 6. What does the change in weather signify? There is a great storm, change in the weather. The change in weather signifies that the gods of the sea answered the prayers of the two women, Tinaikoboga and Raudalis. The change in weather would help them. That means these two women escape from the captivity of the fishermen from Nabukkalevu. So after help them escape, no to is there. The standard English after help, there is no to. So the change in weather would help them escape from the captivity of the fishermen from Nabukkalevu. Question number 7. Why are the women dressed in mourning? MOURNING. Mourning means in a very sad mood or crying mood, wearing black dress. The women are dressed in mourning because they had lost the wife of their chief and her daughter, Tinaikoboga and Raudalis. Since they changed into turtles and never returned to their village, they were as good as dead. They were THEY. They were as good as dead. Means these two women, they, THEY. THEY. They were as good as dead. They were as good as dead. Question number 7. What do the lines of the song indicate? The lines of the song indicate that the women of Namuana love the wife of their chief and her daughter, Tinaikoboga and Raudalis, and they also want to have a look at them. That is actually the English meaning of the strange song sung by the Namuana village people. So we'll pass on to activity 1, debate. Conduct a debate on the topic, are women empowered in our society? Look at the present situation of our society or the society we live in And please note down the points. Debate means argument for the topic and against the topic. So it is an yes or no question. Are women empowered in our society? You can say yes, means yes, for. You are arguing for the topic, women are empowered in our society. Or against the topic, no, women are not empowered in our society. That is against. So we will go for what are the points needed for favoring the topic or for the topic. Women are empowered in our society. So empowered, P-O-W-E-R-E-D, empowered, empowered, E-R-E-D. W-E-R-E-D, empowered. That is empowered word is there in the question also. Empowered. So women are empowered in our society. We have powerful women like Sonia Gandhi, Mamata Banerjee and Mayavati. People from political scenario. Mrs. Indira Gandhi was the strongest Prime Minister India ever heard. Women have the same political rights as men. Women get the same salary for the same job in government services and public undertakings. Women are given preferential treatment when it comes to education and health care. There are many programs today meant for empowerment of women. So these are the points you can list out for. If you write, you will get each point a mark. And we will go for the topic against the topic. No, women are not really empowered in our society. The equal rights for women are limited only to the paper, not in practice. Women don't get equal pay with the men, especially in the private sector. There is a gender discrimination. Men are given more salary than women. Women are treated as second-class citizens. Man commands and women obey, and woman obeys in the home. There are so many limitations to the mode of dressing and such things for women. No religion lets women to be priests. So no women can become either religious leaders or priests. Some religions deny access to women to their places of worship. For example, in certain mosques, women are not permitted to enter the mosque and do their religious rituals inside the mosque. Nastri Swatantriya Marhadi. That means no liberation for no woman. Na Stri Swatantriya Marhadi. Actually, this is the Sanskrit quote. No liberty for any woman. Many people don't let their women have any kind of freedom. Even now, the dowry system is very much prevalent in different names like share and pocket money. Like that, dowry system is going on, prevalent everywhere, practicing everywhere. Activity 2, write. You have read the story of an unusual, strange, unusual means not usual, a strange Fijian ritual. What is the name of that ritual? Turtle calling. Can you think of similar rituals practiced in your locality? For example, we can see that Onam, that is especially in the festival related to harvest, especially in Kerala. Onam is a festival that is celebrated by all the Malayalis all around the world. It is commemorated, remembered every year because of a legend, celebrated, a memory. King Mahabali ruled Kerala and he was a just just ruler. Just means a true ruler who does not want any kind of injustice. Just ruler. All the people were treated equally. There is no discrimination among the people. All are equal. There is no discrimination between rich and people, educated and or literate and illiterate people, fair and ugly people, or economically sound and pauper, poor people, like that. All the people were treated equally. There was liberty, freedom. Liberty means freedom. Equality means all are equal. And fraternity, that means universal brotherhood. All are brothers and sisters in the land. There was happiness everywhere. People here were happier than the inhabitants of heaven. That is all. So people were happier than the inhabitants or the people of heaven. So they became jealous. So one god disguised, changed his appearance as an ascetic sannyasi who was called Vamana, came to Mahabali and requested him to give him 3 feet of land to sit and do his tapassu, a religious ritual to get to nirvana, to be united with the almighty power, divine power. The generous Mahabali gladly, very happily gave his wish. Then suddenly Vamana began to grow in enormous size, and he was as tall as the sky. With the 1 foot he measured the entire land of Mahabali, the whole kingdom of Mahabali. With the 2nd foot he measured the skies above the land. Then he asked Mahabali, land is completed, sky is finished, with the 2 steps. Then Vaman asked Mahabali where he could have his 3rd foot on land. Mahabali bent his head and told him he can have it there. That means he showed his head to place the 3rd step of Vamana. Vamana put his foot on Mahabali's head, and Mahabali was pushed deep down into the underworld. As he was going down, he asked Vamana to give him a boon, one request to be fulfilled, one blessing to be given to him. He should be allowed to come back and visit his beloved people once a year. His request was permitted, granted. The Kerala people believe that Mahabali comes to the earth to see them every year on Tiruvonam Day, to receive their beloved king. The people make pookalams, floral designs in their yards, courtyards. They make sumptuous meals. They wear new clothes and decorate themselves as best as they can. They also have some folk dances and other entertaining things to welcome their great king. It is a festive season in Kerala, and everybody looks happy on that day. The occasion is commercially exploited by businessmen to sell all kinds of things. It is the holiday season for Keralites, and people organize tours, journeys, and various other activities. Now we will pass on to activity 3, textual activity, travel brochure. We are mainly talking about the different sorts of journeys. Niagara in Kerala. Yes, Adirappalli Falls in Kerala is nicknamed the Niagara of India. It is a 24-meter, that means 80 feet waterfall near the Varachal Forest Division and the Sholaya Ranges. It is a thrilling sight, especially in the monsoon season. At the Adirappalli waterfalls, the water of the Chalakudi river surges around big rocks and cascades down, falling down in three separate ways. Below the falls, the river remains turbulent for about 1 kilometer, very violent. Then it calms down and flows smoothly until reaching the dam at Tumpurmuri. Wildlife in the area includes animals and birds: Asiatic elephant, tiger, leopard, bison, zampar, and the lion-tailed monkey. Different types of hornbill birds live in this area. Plantations in the area contain teak. Let us see what are the different types of trees: teak wood, bamboo, eucalyptus. These are the various types of trees. This area is renowned, popular, very famous for its biodiversity. Almost all the birds, animals, and forest live in very harmony. You will see goats plenty there. That means nature abounds in goats. Abundance. Visitors can reach the top of the waterfall through a paved path. Via means through a paved path that leads through thick bamboo clusters. A steep, narrow path also leads to the bottom of the waterfalls. The best time to visit this wonderful place is between June and September. Many films, wildlife, based on wildlife in the area includes the Asiatic elephant that we have come across. Many films are shot here. There are repetition of the sentences given over there that you can just delete while you take down the notes. Many films are shot here because of its glory, splendor, and scenic extravaganza. If you love nature, beauty, and adventure, come to Adirappalli and enjoy its breathtaking view. It is truly the Niagara of India. So what is the Niagara of India? Adirappalli waterfalls. This is also a GK. Niagara is much bigger, but it does not have the wildlife and the biodiversity seen in this miraculous place. Adirappalli is 30 kilometers to the west of Chalakudi. The journey from Chalakudi to the falls passes through a landscape of winding roads, small villages, and lush green trees. If you enjoy local food, you will find a lot of small restaurants on your way where you can enjoy local dishes. But be careful, some of them could be very spicy and hot. Now we pass on to the extended activities as mainly concentrating on how to translate. Read the Malayalam passage given below and the translation is also included. So before starting this one, I am telling that so word by word translation is not at all permitted. For example, Uppumavu in Malayalam. If you just make it as a word by word translation, Uppumavu, salt mango tree. But it is not that. Actually, Uppumavu is one genre of a breakfast used by the Keralites. And also there are so many people. So in Malayalam, വന്ന ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് കൈയും കണക്കുമില്ല. So if you translated this word by word, കൈയും കണക്കുമില്ല, there is no hand and arithmetic. There is no hand and arithmetic. That is not the translation. There means innumerable people. The people who gathered there cannot be counted. Innumerable. കൈയും കണക്കുമില്ല. No hands and arithmetic. They are uncountable people. That is what. So with this one I am going for. ഒരു വലിയ ചതുപ്പുപാടം കാലക്രമേണ തുടർന്നുണ്ടായ ഒരു കുടിപ്പാർപ്പ് കേന്ദ്രമാണ് അതിരാണിപ്പാടം. പുരാതന കാലത്തൊരു ചെറിയ പുഴ അതിലൂടെ ഒരു മൈൽ പടിഞ്ഞാറുള്ള സമുദ്രത്തിലേക്ക് ഒഴുകിച്ചേർന്നിരുന്നു. ശതാബ്ദങ്ങൾക്കിടയിൽ ആ പുഴ വറ്റി ചളികെട്ടി മൂടി വലിയൊരു തോടായിത്തീർന്നു. ആ ഭാഗത്തിന് പുഴവക്കത്തെന്നാണ് ഇപ്പോഴും പറഞ്ഞു വരുന്നത്. ആ തോടും ക്രമേണ തൂർന്ന് അവിടമെല്ലാം ചതിപ്പു നിലങ്ങളായി തീർന്നു. ആ ചതിപ്പു നിലങ്ങളും തൂർന്നു തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോൾ ആ പാടങ്ങളിൽ മനുഷ്യൻ പ്രവേശിച്ചു. So this is the Malayalam passage given for you to translate into English. Adirapadam is a village that gradually means kalakramena developed from a large muddy area. In the ancient times, പുരാതന കാലം മുതൽക്കേ, a small river flowed through it and emptied its waters into the sea 1 mile west of the place. In the course of time, centuries perhaps, the river was filled with the mud and reduced itself into a canal. That part is still known as the bank of the river. Even that canal stopped flowing and the entire area became a vast muddy field. As the muddy field began to dry up, men entered and started living here. We will pass on to the next activity, just improving your skill of writing by thinking. You decided to conduct a tour program. What are the different stages involved in conducting a tour program? Discuss. How many participants are there ready to participate in a tour program? Ready to come. How many are there ready to come? How long is the tour program? Whether 2 days or 3 days or 1 day or 5 days? What is the destination? Where do you want to go for? What are the things to be done there? So what are the amusements connected with the journeys there? The cost per person. What is the expenditure, money needed for the tour program? The type of transport, whether you are traveling by a tourist cab or by an aeroplane or by train or by ship. And what are the food items, the food and accommodation stay in which hotel. Safety precautions to be taken, first aid box and various types of dress, safety precautions. Activity 2, travel info. Travel information. Let us prepare a travel info of a place of your choice. Travel info. Let us see Malampura Dam, getting there. You can get to Malampura by road, by train or by aeroplane. The nearest railway station is Palakkad Junction. The distance will be then 7 kilometers by road. The nearest airport is Coimbatore. From there, the distance to Malampura is 55 kilometers by road. Information about Malampura Dam. It is the largest reservoir in Kerala, with the scenic hill of the Western Ghats in the background. It is a combination of a masonry dam with a length of 1,849 meters and an earthen dam with the length of 220 meters. The dam is 6,066 feet high and crosses the Malampura River, a tributary of Brahmaputra. Bharatapura is a tributary of Bharatapura, not Brahmaputra, it is Bharatapura. Don't miss out. The dam, amusement park, boating facilities, rock garden and rock way. Around the reservoir of the dam are gardens and amusement parks. Boating facilities are available on the lake. Cuisine, the food, fried curry mean, a true treat for you. Fish are freshly caught and fried, supplied with the potato chips and special hot chutney. Decide on a place to visit and approach a travel agency to make arrangements. So write a conversation between you and the travel agent for visiting a place and approaching a travel agency and making arrangements. You are having a conversation between you and the travel agent. So you are dialing. Is that Intersight the tour company? The Intersight, the tour company, agent. Intersight here. I-N-T-E-R. Now, first use the Intersight, you cannot insight. Intersight. So Intersight can also be used as a Insight as a short form too. Intersight here, the agent name. I'm Tom. How can I help you? It's conversation going on. Then you. I saw your advertisement. Advertisement in Malayala Manorama Daily. Malayala Manorama is a newspaper daily coming. I saw your advertisement in Malayala Manorama about the 8 days tour of Europe. Starting on 19th April, I would like to join you. Agent, you are welcome. To book, you have to pay an initial amount of rupees 30,000. Then you send us your passport. We have to get you a European visa. You. When should I pay the rest of the amount? Agent. It should be paid when you get the visa. Visitor's intention of staying abroad. Visa. We will let you know of the date. We will inform you the date. Then you are asking, how many are there in the group? How many passengers are there in this tour package? Agent, you are the 33rd. That means 33 members are there and you are the 33rd member of the group. You. What are the things I must bring with me when I just joined this group for? You will need a warm clothes as Europe is still cold in April. You should also bring your essential medicines, first aid box. You can buy medicines in Europe as you buy them in India. You will need a doctor's prescription, and seeing a doctor could be quite expensive and time consuming in Europe. So better you should have essential medicines needed for you. Carry your camera with you as you would like to take photographs. So there will be so many marvelous sights and scenes are there. If you want to take photographs, you should bring a camera with you. Keep some euros with you, some money, European money, euros with you, in case you want to buy something special from Europe. How much luggage can I carry? You are asking. You can carry 30 kilograms. A luggage carrying 30 kilograms. But I suggest you take the minimum luggage, less luggage, more comfort. This is the saying. But beauty. Then you are telling, okay, thanks. I will send you the passport and the money soon. Agent, that's fine. I assure you that it will be a memorable trip by you. By ending the conversation. Activity 4, Introductory Speech. Prepare the script of a speech you will make to the occasion introducing the tourist spot to the visitors. Suppose that you are a tourist guide, you have a pack of or a crowd of tourists given to you, assigned to you, and you are just giving an introductory speech to the tourist. Let us see how to prepare the introductory speech. Welcoming tourists. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to God's own country, Kerala. I am your guide, Joe, or you can write your own name. I will be with you during the entire tour of this place. I assure you, I make you sure that you will enjoy here. Here you are going to see some amazing sights. Be ready with your camera. These are some sights and sounds that will thrill you, and you will come back again and again to see them and hear them. Describing the location. This is Adirappalli Falls. What falls? It is called the Niagara of India. The same answer we have dealt with. For avoiding some monotonousness, I am just repeating. It is a 24-meter, 80-feet waterfall near the Varachal Forest Division and the Sholaya Ranges. It is a thrilling sight, especially in the rainy season. At the Adirappalli Falls, the water of the Chalakudi River surges around big rocks and cascades down in 3 separate paths. Below the falls, the river remains turbulent for about 1 kilometer. Then it calms down and flows smoothly until reaching the dam at Tumpurmuli. Introducing special events and highlights. Here soon you are going to see the Asiatic elephants, tiger, leopard, bison, zompar and the lion-tailed monkey. Different types of hornbill are also here. You will see teak, bamboo and eucalyptus. This area is renowned, popular for its biodiversity. You will see goats plenty here. We will go to the top of the waterfall via a paved path that leads through thick bamboo clusters. A steep, narrow path also leads to the bottom of the falls. Many films are shot here because of its glory, splendor, and scenic extravagance, abundance. If you love nature, beauty, and adventure, You will love this place. Niagara may be much bigger, but it does not have the wildlife and the biodiversity seen in this miraculous place. Don't forget to shoot these sites. So this we have discussed earlier too. Offering advice: if you are weak or tired, don't climb up to the top or go down to the bottom. The place could be slippery. Make sure your shoes have good grips. Taking a stick with you will be helpful. Closing remarks. I hope you have enjoyed the sights and sounds. Thanks for coming. Come again. Now activity 5. Discussion. So Nassim is Satyar's goodbye party to Pushpa tears. Friends, it is in the textbook and an extended activity. Friends, our dear sister is departing for foreign in 2-3 days, and we are meeting today to wish her bon voyage. Good journey. Bon voyage means a good journey. Wishing good journey. You see, the language used here very simple, especially having Malayalam effect on this one. You are all knowing, friends, what sweetness is in Miss Pushpa. I don't mean only external sweetness, but internal sweetness. Miss Pushpa is smiling and smiling, even for no reason, but simply because she is feeling. Miss Pushpa is coming from very high family. Her father was renowned advocate in Bulsar or Surat. I am not remembering now which place. Surat. Ah, yes. Once only I stayed in Surat with family members of my uncle's very old friend. His wife was cooking nicely. That was long time ago. Coming back to Miss Pushpa, she is most popular lady with men also and ladies also. Whenever I asked her to do anything, she was saying, just now only I will do it. That is showing good spirit. I am always appreciating the good spirit. Pushpa Miss is never saying no. Whatever I or anybody is asking, she is always saying yes. And today she is going to improve her prospect, and we are wishing her bon voyage, good journey. Now, I ask other speakers to speak, and afterwards, Miss Pushpa will do summing up, ending. There are grammatical mistakes, strange arrangements of words, phrases, and idioms, which are direct translations of expressions from Indian languages. They sound very odd, strange in English. Identify them and discuss. Let us see, very important. When you read, you will get much entertainment. That is linguistical entertainment. Departing for foreign. Departing for foreign means going back to foreign countries, going abroad. We are all knowing, we all know. That is written as we are all knowing. What sweetness is in Miss Pushpa? How sweet Miss Pushpa is? That is the meaning. What sweetness is in Miss Pushpa? How sweet Miss Pushpa is. I don't mean any external sweetness but internal sweetness. She is sweet both externally and internally. That is what. Then Miss Pushpa is smiling and smiling even for no reason but simply because she is feeling. What is the meaning? Miss Pushpa always smiles because of her good feelings. That is all. That is what it is translated. Miss Pushpa is smiling and smiling even for no reason but simply because she is feeling. That means Miss Pushpa always smiles because of her good feelings. Miss Pushpa, only Push is there, Miss Pushpa is coming from very high family. That means Miss Pushpa comes from a noble family. It's a representative of a noble family. Was renowned advocate. Was a popular or well-known advocate. I am not remembering. I don't remember. I am not remembering. I don't remember. Once only I stayed in Surat. Only once I stayed in Surat. Look at the arrangements of the words and were cutting certain words, certain letters. With family members of my uncle's very old friend. With the family members of a very old friend of my uncle. That is correct way. His wife was cooking nicely. His wife was a good cook. She is most popular lady with the men also and ladies also. That means Miss Pushpa is popular with the men and also ladies. That is what is prescribed here. Whenever I asked her to do anything, she was saying, just now only I will do it. Whenever I asked her to do something, she would say she would immediately do it. That is all. That is showing good spirit. That shows good spirit. I am always appreciating. I always appreciate. Pushpa Miss is never saying no. Pushpa Miss never says no. Is never saying is a odd way of expression. Whatever I or anybody is asking, she is always yes. Whatever I or anybody asks, she agrees. Improve her prospects. We are wishing her, we wish her, not we are wishing her, we wish her to improve her fortune, to improve her future. Now I ask other speakers to speak and afterwards Miss Pushpa will do summing, winding up, closing. Now I ask other speakers to speak and later Miss Pushpa will respond. So this is actually the standard way of expressions. So with this, we came to the end of all the important question answers and textual activities, especially textual and extended activities. Please do systematic writing of all these things with the help of your textbook, and we will come immediately with another unit 4, braving the hazards and natural and man-made disasters, the first segment, and try to share to your friends and ask them to subscribe and like it, and be in touch with the ENC Edumate. Wish you all the best. Thank you.